Alrighty. Hello, YouTube. I have not made a video in a very long time. Mostly because, well, just to make excuses, I have real life things to do. But also, I've gotten pretty lazy at editing my videos. I literally have 4 pre-recorded videos. Mostly anime and manga reviews. Just talking about things I do during this time of the year. I'll probably put one out about what happens during holidays and things I do during holidays. But as you guys can see on your screen, I'm going to make this video as unedited as possible. Mostly because I'm pretty lazy. Not going to lie, I'm lazy as hell. So let's go ahead and freaking watch this video. This is the preseason of League of Legends. As you guys know, I absolutely, or may not know, I absolutely love and adore League of Legends because it's a game that I always fall back onto. You could probably call it an addiction and whatnot. But yeah, I've quit League for the last let's see, month or so by now. Yeah, month or so. And Worlds is back up, so I'm currently watching League of Legends Worlds. Highest freaking what do you call it? Viewers right now. Every single morning, over 200,000 people watching Worlds. Really good thing. So yeah, really cool. Currently watching Worlds. Currently doing the little battle pass thing a little bit, just to get like the current some rewards and whatnot. But let's stop with all the rambling. Let's go ahead and react to freaking preseason of 2022, season 12 of League of Legends. It has been 12 seasons, and what, League came out in 2009, so it's been almost over a decade now. Yeah, crazy.
Hey everyone, SafeLocked here.
And I don't have my freaking what do you call it? I don't have my freaking screen on my headphones. I have it on my freaking speakers. Alrighty. Now we can get to it. Alrighty. As unedited as possible. I'm going to mess up quite a bit.
Here on behalf
so let's
of
go ahead and react.
We have a lot to cover today, including our plans for preseason, challenges, and game modes. But first, let's talk about the state of the game.
I haven't drank Capri Sun in a long ass time. I think this is the first time I had Capri Sun in like
season. But before we get into the
7
details,
years.
Let's dive into a topic that's been pretty popular lately, which is new champion balance. When we look at the data, we
unbalanced. I know that Gwen has fallen off of the meta quite hard, but Vex unbalanced. Even though some people like don't really know how to play her that well for some odd reason. Akshan, unbalanced as hell. Literally just build him on hit and he will fucking destroy everything. Who else? Gwen has fallen off of the meta, but she's still strong.
actually see
I
that
forgot
new
who
champions
else.
have been pretty balanced on release this year.
And by the way, the only reason why I know this is because I still watch League of Legends streams. I still watch Tyler One. I still watch LS. I still watch I Will Dominate. I still watch a lot of League of Legends streamers, alright? I don't fall off. I'm not an analyst or anything, and I'm not the brightest person when it comes to League, but I know what's strong and what's not.
With the exception of...
I think Mundo was okay, though. I don't think Mundo was crazy unbalanced. Unless you were a really good player and you knew how to punish your opponent, then it became super unbalanced. But honestly, Mundo, pretty useless champ, honestly. Pretty useless.
Of Dr. Mundo. That said, there's more to healthy gameplay than just win rates. And we're still hearing that new champions feel unfair
Oh yeah, Karthus is pretty broken right now, too.
to play against, particularly when it comes to complex abilities or overloaded kits. If we're being completely honest, we don't think our champions have overloaded kits overall. But that being said, there have been times when we've given new champions too many tools and had to pull back later to give them more clear weaknesses.
Yeah, like, if you if you go back in the day, or even right now, you look at Nasus's passive, And his passive is literally lifesteal. That's it. That's it. And then you go to Akshan, it's a literal essay. Akshan's freaking passive is a literal freaking essay.
For example, Samira's
Just
ability
saying.
to dash to allies was removed because it provides
Oh yeah, Samira is broken as hell. Luckily, no one plays her in ranked solo queue, which ranked solo queue is absolute dog shit. But I do see people play her here and there, but they're very bad. You have to have a really good support for Samira to be really good right now.
too much safety. Combined with her missile block,
I think Ezreal's a shit champ, but if you're an Ezreal and you play against a lane that you win, literally Ezreal is pretty broken.
it made seeing her too difficult.
I think Aphelios is the most broken champ for ADCs right now.
Especially since that's one of her main forms of counterplay. Another thing we consider when we hear a champion feels bad to play against is their intended complexity. We try to make a healthy mix of high, medium, and low.
If that Akshan had freaking Runan's Hurricane, he would kill all three of them. And then everybody they killed would revive, and then
complexity champions. In this way, whether you like mechanical skill expression, point and click simplicity, or something in between, there's a new champion that interests you. For example,
Look at that.
with Vex, we wanted to create a champion that was fairly easy to pick up, and we're happy to see she's hitting that mark. But beyond just how complex a champion is to play, there's also how difficult they are to understand. We want new champions to have unique gameplay, but you shouldn't need a wiki to know how to play with or.
Yeah, that was freaking Aphelios, by the way. That was Aphelios. Aphelios has 4 guns with 4 different things they do, and then you pair that up with Aphelios can have 2 guns at the same time, and then you have to know each 4 combinations. Oh my lord. And how many combinations were there? It was, what? 8 combinations? No, what was it? Was it 8 combinations? Was it? Whatever, yeah. But there was so much crap. And then you had Aphelios' passive where you could upgrade certain little things. Oh my god. When Aphelios first came out, that was some dog. That was some dog right there.
Against them. Learning counterplay is a skill test we do think is important, but knowing what a champ can or can't do shouldn't be a part of it. This clarity is something we haven't always hit the mark on, especially with champions like Aphelios, who not only has a complex kit, but was also lacking UI clarity when he was released.
Yeah, like I said,
Designing new champions is a constant balance between making something that's exciting.
Aphelios
as
is
counterplay
literally one of the
isn't
champions
confusing.
where
We're still
you would
trying to find-
actually have to like play that champ for like probably more than 100 games before you actually like understood it. It's so stupid.
that line, but we want to get to a spot where new champions aren't just numerically balanced, but that you all feel they're fair to play against. Beyond new champion releases, this season we've seen a wide variety of picks in every role. We've also seen a healthy improvement in diversity of playstyles across roles, especially in jungle and top lane. Some of this is due to direct champion changes, such as the kit adjustments that enable picks like Jungle Darius, Brand, and Morgana. New
Luckily, Morgana jungle's dead. Darius jungle, no one plays it. And then who else did they say? Brand jungle?
such as the kit adjustments that enable picks like Jungle.
Yeah, Brand. I have never seen anybody play Brand jungle. I don't think that'll ever be a thing unless they like boost Brand's monster damage to like 450% or something like that.
Darius, Brand, and Morgana. New items like Anathema's Change and Hullbreaker have also had a positive impact.
Yeah, those 2 items were pretty good. Anathema's Chains was basically Mordekaiser's was it E? Yeah, Mordekaiser's E as a freaking item, and Hullbreaker is pretty cool too.
Especially in top lane where we're seeing a ton of champion diversity. And finally, we know that some champion classes have been struggling after the item system update, and we've been working on some solutions.
Yeah,
to help them out.
that should have been a faster freaking one shot. Like,
Champion classes have been struggling after the item
let's
system
see,
update,
jump.
and we've been
Oh yeah, the jump should have already had a Q active. Literally, jump Q
working on
active.
some solutions to
Dead.
help them out. And this brings us to our plans for preseason. With that, I'm going to hand things off to Brightmoon. We'll go more in depth on the upcoming changes.
Hey everyone, I'm Brightman, the
Hello.
lead producer of gameplay on League of Legends. League is like a house. Sometimes we need to do a big renovation to keep it working well, like when we overhauled the item system. And sometimes we just need to add some new furniture.
You know, here's the thing. I I'm a cheap person. I like to be as cheap as possible when I have to be. So, you know, instead of buying new furniture, you could have just fixed it. You know, like you know, the items, the runes are fine. The champions, you know, you could have fixed it instead of adding new furniture. You know, you could have fixed the furniture.
For this year's preseason,
Just
we're
saying.
sprucing things up with improvements to our existing systems, like items, runes, and the Elemental Rift.
Wait, are they
Improvements
saying
to
they're
our
going
existing
to
systems, like
change the
items,
runes up?
and the Elemental Rift.
Okay.
Let's start with our plans for items. While some champions and classes have lots of build options, we've still got others that don't feel like they've got a mythic or legendary that really speaks to them. So we're going to be adding some new items and tweaking some others. This will include 2 new mythic items. The first one is a support tank item, perfect for champions that want to get aggressive.
Okay, so a tank support item. I guess it'll be good on Leona's, Nautilus's. You could probably put it on a Pike, honestly.
And charge into the middle of a fight. When you immobilize an
Oh,
enemy
yeah.
champion, all
Sejuani as
nearby
well.
enemies
Yeah,
will take increased damage from your team for a short period of time.
that sounds
Second
kind of
mythic
broken.
item is built for mages. We're looking for a little more survivability.
Okay.
It grants damage reduction that lingers for a few seconds after you get hit. And
You guys saw what I saw, right? You guys saw what I saw. You guys, you know, you guys saw what I saw, right? You guys saw what I saw. You you know, Xerath, you know, only lost like 50 HP. You know, he only lost like 1% of HP by a full Talon, you know, combo. Let's see if the Talon even did his combo correctly. Q, okay, and I'm pretty sure. Wait,
grants damage
I can't even see if the. Oh yeah,
reduction that lingers.
yeah. Talon's full passive proc, so he's bleeding now. And then all the blades from Talon's ultimate still hit him. And how much
We're
HP did
looking
he
for
lose?
A little more survivability. It grants damage reduction
Look at that. He lost like 10% HP.
that lingers.
10% HP. That, I don't know how far ahead the Talon is or how far ahead the Xerath is, but that don't happen. So this item is probably going to be overtuned as hell.
For a few seconds after you get hit. And while the protection holds,
If you can
you'll
ban
also get
items,
ability
that's an
haste.
item that you should
I
ban.
think it'll be
Kind of like
particularly good
Banner of
for longer
Courage. If you
range
guys know what
mages
Banner of
who need
Courage
a
was.
mythic that helps them survive
Look at
and
that. Look
dive
at that.
rather than pile
While this, okay,
it for longer
while this freaking Vex did not have that much
range
health,
mages. We need a mythic that helps them survive
and she even popped her W, which is her shield.
the dive rather than pile
Wow, can't believe she survived that. Holy crap.
on
Okay,
extra damage.
crazy.
When we updated League's item system, we wanted to give every champion strategic choices in every game. We still think that's the right goal for Mythics, but our thinking has changed when it comes to legendary items. We think it's okay if some champions build the same legendary in most games, if it's a perfect fit. But we also want you to have plenty of options, which is why we're improving legendaries for mages, assassins, and tanks.
Assassins,
For
I like it.
example,
Okay,
assassins
Zed.
can look forward to a new legendary item that gives ability haste, and also refunds a portion of their ultimate's cooldown with enemy take.
Ooh, that sounds kind of broken. That sounds kind of broken. Give that to a Katarina. Give that to a Zed. Give that to a freaking Master Yi. Oh, I don't even want to hear about Master Yi. But talk about Zed. Oh my lord. Zed, like, he can pop 2 of his ultimates in a single fight that lasts like 10-15 seconds. Oh no. Oh
Tanks
no.
that can never get enough mana will be happy with a new legendary item that grants bonus health based on total mana, and also burn some of it to create a shield whenever they immobilize an enemy.
Okay.
And finally,
sounds cool.
mages who are tired of being denied their hard-earned kills can rejoice. They'll be receiving a new legendary that grants Magic Pen against recently shielded enemies.
Okay. So they gain magic penetration against recently shielded enemies, or increased damage against recently shielded enemies. Interesting. I don't know how that would work too well, but
For runes,
we'll see.
we think there are some good targeted changes we need to make. Most of all, we feel the inspiration tree's identity has been pretty unclear.
Yeah,
We'd like
not
to broaden its
everybody
use
uses the
cases.
inspiration tree as
For
a
example,
secondary.
we're reworking
I don't know
Glacial
anybody who
Augment to double
uses
down on its
it
fantasy
as a
of
primary,
slowing down enemies.
unless
We're
you're
also
playing
making some
Ornn or
modifications
something like
to
that.
Lethal Tempo to lean into its attack speed fantasy, give it a more distinct use case in the precision tree
Wait, what
to
they
lean
say?
slowing down enemies. For example, we're reworking Glacial Augment to double down on its fantasy of slowing down enemies.
So Glacial Augment's going to get buffed. Okay, that's
We're also making
whatever.
some modifications to Lethal Tempo to lean into its attack speed fantasy.
Lethal Tempo may get buffed. Okay. ADCs or champions who really like Lethal Tempo, like a Nocturne, very useful for them, I guess.
Give it a more distinct use case in the precision tree. Up next are bounties. Champion bounties give teams who are behind a way to get back into the game without being a straight shot to victory. And this year, we're adding a second way for teams to try and make a comeback. Objective bounties will work like champion bounties, except you cash them in by taking map objectives, like towers or Baron. They ramp up slowly when the enemy team lead grows, and the bounty is shared with your whole team, regardless of who claimed it. Taking objectives.
Okay, so this makes it so comebacks are easier to do. Unless your team is like full of obviously dog trash players like what I have in solo queue. Ever since I got into gold for some reason, like getting into gold was easy, and then now getting a certain way out of gold 4 to be specific, is hard as hell for some reason because teammates don't know how to play the freaking game. So this comeback mechanic where if you are 9, maybe 10 towers down, which is which is all your towers plus an inhib, that's like 10 objectives. Or the enemy team has like the majority of dragons, then getting a Baron Nashor or getting a tower will give your entire team more gold. Okay. Interesting. I don't know how much that will screw up the entire game, but interesting.
Really is the best way to come back when you're behind. So we want to help make that a clearer and more rewarding strategy. That said, if a team is really far ahead, objective bounties won't change that. Being the better team should always get you a win.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
we'll be watching the new bounty system closely to keep things in check.
Okay.
Finally, let's talk.
Obviously, you don't want a Yasuo getting his freaking, 0 and 20 power spike, obviously, but
About our biggest addition
We'll
this
see.
preseason, dragons.
dragons, okay.
We really
okay.
like how each dragon creates unique terrain, grants powerful buffs, and adds more
Oh,
strategy
they're
to
adding
the
new
mid-lane.
dragons?
So this preseason, we're adding 2 more. Up
Wait, we have 6 dragons now? Well, actually, technically 9. Because we got the 4 dragons, and then we have Elder, and then now we have 2 more. Oh, no, we technically 7. Why did I say 9? We're going to get 7 dragons. And this one's called Hextech Dragon.
when your team defeats it, you'll all gain additional ability haste.
Ooh, that's fucking cool. Ooh, that's freaking cool. Ooh. Honestly, that dragon looks awesome. That dragon looks awesome as shit. The only thing I would change about it is probably make it more mechanical, because I don't want to see nothing organic if it's a freaking Hextech dragon. I don't want to see anything organic, but, still looks pretty cool. Let's see. When your team defeats it, you'll all gain additional ability
And
haste
attack
and
speed.
attack speed. Okay.
And if you claim the soul,
That's cool.
you'll receive a chain slow that works kind of like Static Shiv's passive.
Ooh, that's kind of
When
broken.
this dragon
Ooh,
takes
that's
over
kind of
the
broken.
rift, it creates Hextech gates that can transport you to set locations across the map.
So you get a freaking what do you call it? You get a freaking worldwide bard tunnel. A worldwide bard tunnel. That is crazy, by the way. That's crazy. And let's take a look at that animation of the Static Shivy thing. Is Static Shiv even still in the game? No, it's not. It's not in the game anymore. That sucks.
Receive a chain slow that works kind of like static shivs.
Ooh.
And if you claim the soul, you'll receive a chain
How close
slow
was she?
that works kind of like static shivs
Okay.
passive.
It's freaking Poppy. It's
When
freaking
this dragon
Poppy.
takes over the rift, it creates Hextech gates that can transport you to set locations across the map.
Oh, that's
The
pretty
second
strong.
dragon joining the party is Hextech's darker sibling, the Chemtech Drake.
Chemtech.
When you slay it,
Honestly, I kind of like this dragon's design a little more than I do the Hextech. I like this design a little more than the Hextech. I don't know why. They can do something to the tail. They can do something more to the wings, you know, but I do like its overall design a tiny bit more than a Hextech. I can't tell you really why, but I do like it a lot better. Probably make the skin a little more greener because obviously you're pumping Chemtech, whatever, Chemtech freaking juices into your body, so you're going to be a little bit more greener. But I don't know.
your team will deal increased damage when your HP is low, letting you turn around those close team fights.
Wait, I didn't even listen to this.
Chemtech Drake. When you slay it, your team will deal increased damage when your HP is low.
So you basically get a last stand. You get a last stand
Letting you turn
as an
around
ability.
those close team fights.
Okay, so if you have last stand, and then you kill the Chemtech dragon, you get last stand again. So I don't know if those two stack.
This dragon soul provides
They
a
most
second
likely
chance at
should.
life. Well, sort of. When you die, you'll enter a zombie state, where you can still cast
Oh, so you get Scion passive. Just call it Scion passive, not zombie state. Just say you get just say you get a freaking Scion passive. Like, come on. But then again, it's Scion passive, but you still have all your abilities and auto attacks.
ability.
That's kind of broken, honestly. This ability is more broken than the freaking Hextech dragon. So honestly, I feel like dragons are going to be higher priority now. So when these dragons come out, your jungler better be on point, and you laners, or your laners, not you laners. Well, I'm a jungle main, so I'm going to say you laners. You laners better freaking win your freaking lanes. You guys better win your lanes, because don't blame the jungler if they don't help your ass because you already lost lane before they even came to gank your lane. Because as a jungler, I ain't going to help a weak lane. I'm going to help a stronger lane and get them fed, and then we'll go from there. Because I'm not helping a losing lane and then just die to that gank. I'm not.
And continue fighting when you'd normally be looking at a gray screen. And when the Chemtech dragon putrefies the map, it creates camouflage zones in fixed locations.
So, when they say camouflage zone, does that mean that inside the Chemtech zones is all fog of war? So you can't see in or out, or you can only see not in, and then whoever's in the Chemtech or Chemtech locations can see in and out? That's what I'm wondering.
These dragons might seem more impactful than the current ones, and, well, they are.
Yes.
Our goal is to add more unique encounters and meaningful strategy to the mid and late game. That said, these are some pretty big changes, and we're ready to adjust if they're making too much, too little of an impact.
I think the Chemtech Dragon's gonna make too much of an impact, because that's Chemtech soul kind of broken, by the way. That's pretty broken. The stack shift slow, like you get like chain slows and all that crap, but like just think about it. Everybody on your team has a freaking Scion passive. Your entire team has a Scion passive.
You can expect to see all of these changes.
Like, you may get aced, but you'll most likely kill the entire enemy team at the same time. Like, if you get that Scion passive Chemtech soul. And then add on Elder to that? Oh no.
PvE in a couple of weeks.
Oh no.
And we'll be looking for your feedback in the months ahead. outside of preseason, something we've heard from all of you is that you'd like more ways to express yourself and your achievements in League. For some of you, ranked is how you define your progress, and that's great.
Rank as a progress, cool, but it doesn't mean much. It doesn't mean much.
We don't want to change that. But for those of you who aren't focused on the rank climb, there aren't great ways to express your own progress. Champion Mastery and Eternals help you show off your
Honestly, I almost forgot that Eternals even existed. I think Eternals was like, whatever, like who cares?
skills on a particular champ, but they don't tell the story of your broader League legacy. The new challenges system should achieve just that. Challenges rank up over time, showcasing your increasing mastery and legacy.
Wait, why does it say promoted to platinum? But has the master
Challenges
coloration.
rank up over
What? Nani? What?
time, showcasing your increasing mastery and legacy across a bunch of different systems.
Let's take a look at this, first of all. Hella damage, deal more than Y damage per X times an ARAM. Hella damage, deal more X damage, okay, an ARAM. Okay, they all say the same thing. Okay. I was about to say, there's something to freaking dive deep into this, but I guess they're all different little things.
Modes and gameplay, making it a little different than just a standard
Looks like they weren't
achievement.
trying to spill anything.
We want to highlight not just your rank and champion mastery,
I think I watched Red Mercy make a video on this, and Netcrit talk about this a little bit. The new layout, it looks cool. I do like it. I just wish that instead of these little flares or frills that you would have in your icon, keep the armor. The armor is freaking cool. Like, the armor is awesome as hell. But like, I don't care about this frill. Like the little badge of like the crystal here, that's cool. But they could have just added it to the freaking armor, like a little center head, forehead piece. That would have made it look like 10 times cooler instead of little diamond gem in the middle, and then you have frills, wings on the side. Like, that doesn't look cool. Honestly, it doesn't look cool. I'm guessing these are just like achievements.
but also your inventiveness, breadth of play styles, collection, and everything else in between. Want to showcase your knack for never dying in ARAM? Or how great
Never dying ARAM, that just means that you're actually not playing the game. If you're not dying in ARAM, you better have fucking 20 kills.
you are at killing minions in SR in the first 10 minutes?
How great you are at killing minions in Summoner's Rift in the first 10 minutes. So CSing really good? Okay.
Maybe you
That does make
collected over
sense.
100 champions, or love participating in events.
Over 100 champions or love. If you have over 100 champions, you must have been playing the game since freaking season 2 or 3.
All of this is now possible to track.
Or you just put in a
Display-
shitload of money into the game. Star power, okay, hella damage. Uh-huh.
Your progress with challenges.
Yeah. Who cares about this freaking little angel badge? Like, who cares? I want the knight head. I want the armor head. Like, come on.
All of this is now possible
That
to track
does not look
and
that cool.
display your progress with challenges. You'll get the first glimpse of challenges when they hit PBE next month, and the full system will launch early next year. That's all I have to share with you today. Thanks so much for watching, and here's SafeLocked again to talk about the game modes.
When it comes to game modes, one thing we've been hearing from you all is that you'd like more variety in the modes we bring back alongside events. So let's talk about it.
Yes.
To start, we actually agree that the existing rotation of game modes can make some of the most popular modes like Earth and One for All
Jesus.
feel a bit stale. Some of you have asked why we just don't bring back some of our
Yo.
other game modes.
Yo, these game modes were so fun. What was this? This was a Star Guardian event. What was that? What was that freaking Rift? The Rift one. I think that was also a Star
Can make some
Guardian
of the
event.
most popular modes like Earth and One for
There
All
was the
feel a bit
Gangplank
stale.
event from
Some
like
of you have
season
asked why
4
we
or
just don't bring
something, and then we had the freaking Star Guardian event. I didn't play the Gangplank event, that was like when I quit League for a very long time. I was here during the Star Guardian event. This was fun as hell. And same goes for the Odyssey event. That was fun as hell. I don't know why League didn't do that with freaking what was it? The Ruination, like that little visual novel freaking thing they did, and then the whole story being inconsistent. That was all trash. All trash. Nothing freaking mattered there. Literally being like Marvel and DC retconning the entire 100-year history of freaking comics. Like, oh my god.
Back some of our other older game modes like Star Guardian Invasion or
That was
Ascension
awesome.
to mix things.
Ascension. Did I play this back in the day? I don't remember. It's been so long.
Up. And the answer is that bringing back old modes isn't as easy as flipping a switch. League is constantly changing, which means all of our existing modes require a constant upkeep. For example, when we released Yuumi, we had to figure out how she'd function in One For All. What happens when a Yuumi attaches to a Yuumi who is attached to a Yuumi? Because of upkeep like this, we have to be very selective about the modes we maintain. And right now,
I think Ross Boomsocks did a Yuumi attached to a Shen attaching to something. I didn't
there are
watch
just too few
the whole
popular
video.
modes that feel worth the investment compared to making brand new modes or updating more resonant ones for you. We've mentioned this before, but we think the sweet spot for game modes are ones that amplify champion fantasies and really build on what you love about your champs and Summoner's Rift. So moving forward, we're focusing on adding more game modes that hit this goal. And to that, let's talk about Ultimate Spellbook. First and foremost, you all seem to really love this one. It was one of our highest engagement modes ever, second only to Earth. And beyond popularity,
This game
we're
mode
super
is
happy
really
with
fun.
how long you spent making oversized champions as Cho'Gath Sult. And by that we mean the total amount of time you spent
Yes.
on Ultimate Spell.
Yes, that was crazy. Just being a freaking Mundo or Zac, building Frostborn Gauntlet, having Cho'Gath ult, some way, somehow, being lucky enough to get that. Man.
Spellbook stayed high
Getting freaking like 11 to like 15 or almost 20 stacks of Cho'Gath ult. Oh god.
throughout the event.
Massive unit.
That gives us confidence that
Massive
it's worth
unit.
keeping around. That said, there are some clear areas of feedback that we want to address. Junglers were forced to take Smite and another ultimate, which meant they couldn't choose another summoner spell. They
Yeah.
also missed out on a lot of exciting plays during the laning phase because they were stuck clearing camps.
Yeah.
Beyond that, we also heard that games started to feel a little repetitive due to the small number of available ultimates. And we agree. So, this winter we'll be
Kind of. Honestly, that just made it even better because you knew what the pool was, and if you didn't get what you got, like, yes, it would suck, but it was still playable because you knew what the available were, and the majority of them were pretty actually good.
bringing back Ultimate Spellbook with a bigger ult pool. We'll also be making some adjustments for junglers.
That just makes for the randomness to be even crazier. That means you would have to play multiple upon multiple of games to get what you want. Oh
to
man.
ensure that your experience in Ultimate Spellbook is just as fun as everyone else's. If you'd like to learn more about our approach to game modes, you can check out the dev blog that's coming out today. That's all we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you're enjoying Worlds as much as we are, and for any pros watching, once again, please pick a Mumu.
They're not going to pick a Mumu because you mofos freaking nerfed a Mumu's freaking Q. I think they mostly did it for support a Mumu, but oh my god. Like Jungle Mumu, it'll kind of affect it because that basically means Jungle Mumu cannot freaking what do you call it? Transverse the jungle all too well anymore, because of course whenever you played a Mumu in jungle, you would use his Q over walls to get the jungle camps. But like a Mumu may have a minor mana problem, but I don't think it'll affect jungle Mumu that much. It'll definitely affect lane Mumus, support Mumus, especially support Mumus, because a Mumu in support needs his freaking bandages to, catch people and all that. So yeah, I don't think the pros will actually pick a Mumu support in the future, other than in the Worlds right now, because they're playing on the patch where Jungle Mumu, or not Jungle Mumu, but Amumu Q nerf is not active. So, yeah. This has been a very long video. These are just my thoughts and opinions. I don't know if you guys agree with them or not. Comment down below. Like the video and whatnot. Subscribe to the channel. Video uploads are going to be extremely slow because I am kind of very busy, and also I'm pretty lazy at the moment just because I'm using my brain on other things. So yeah, look forward to future uploads. I'll probably have another upload up tomorrow, maybe. It's going to be like a very quick, like probably 5-minute video, but yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.